yeah, so basically I kind of just, you know, react by my cartoons or these sayings and on the board there or whatnot like that. And yeah, it gets me a lot of crap, but you know, my attitude is like, screw you, man. You know, but my favorite one was when Ronald Reagan died. And it's got a two line sign out there, and I don't know, letters are about 8 or 10 inch high letters, so they're pretty readable. And so Ronald Reagan dies, and I put on Ronald Reagan, war criminal. And I say to myself, let's see how long this lasts. 2 days. But they didn't just take the whole thing down, they didn't burn the sign down. They only took down the words that said war criminal. And they didn't just throw them in the ditch, they took them away. Those letters cost money, man. And I was like, God damn it. You know, and so I was just going out there to take the rest of them down. And I was just reaching up. And, and this car slows down and I roll down the window and oh, here we come. And they go, fuck Ronald Reagan, man, fuck you. And I went, man, I'm just going to change the thing.
Well,
I thought that was the funniest thing yet.
it's pretty good. So do you have much fear? It sounds like you're kind of fearless of your neighbors that maybe don't agree with your stance on
Well, it
things.
goes back and forth, you know.
Yeah?
During the recall for Walker and that kind of stuff, there was some serious physical threats.
Oh.
I haven't had very many physical threats in the Trump era, other than my neighbors saying mean stuff to me. But you know, I can just blow that off.
Can you explain what keeps you going then, Bill? Because it is kind of scary. It seems our nation's getting more divisive and...
I think maybe it, you know, I think a lot goes back to things that you are kind of like, that you grew up with. And, you know, not necessarily like pounded into your head, but that just by example that you get from your parents and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And so, even though I've always been a jerk and a smart ass and a wise guy and stuff, but I've also had this sense of social and environmental justice and injustice. So that's what keeps me going is the respect for others and respect for our planet, which is our mother, our life, our existence.
Mm-hmm.
Without that, then you don't have anything. You don't exist. So,
Yeah.
and people don't really get that. You know, even though it's pretty basic. And yeah, so it's just the matter of social and environmental justice.
So when you leave this planet someday, are you going to be pretty proud and satisfied with the life you lived?
Well, I've had a lot of struggles, that's for sure, but overall, you know, people I know and or even strangers, when they come up and tell me positive things, that really makes a difference, you know, and it really helps you keep moving forward,
Yeah.
even if you're struggling in other ways.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have any words words of encouragement for the young people alive at this time?
I'm not very eloquent that way, but I would say, you know, be respectful of each other and respectful of the earth, the planet, the water. Water is life. Without water, we have no life. And that may seem simplistic, but that's the basic core of it to me. And I'm still in contact with activists on that, even though I've been doing less because of my health has been kind of holding me back. But I try to promote stuff where I can. And in fact, maybe a good time to promote this. Is
Uh-oh.
I don't remember who connected me to this, but the Museum of Wisconsin Art in West Bend is starting in April this year, is having an exhibit of Wisconsin political cartoonists and activists, cartoonist activists. And so they asked different people for 5 submissions, and they'd pick 2, and they picked 2 of mine, and they're waiting for me to get them over to them. And that the 19th of April in downtown Milwaukee at Kate's or St. Kate's Hotel, they're going to open this display, which will be open during the Republican National Convention this summer. Right next, and that St. Kate's is right next to the hotel where the convention is going to be.
Wow.
So they're assuming that some will wander in there or something. But that's, oh yeah, and that brings me to the other one of my favorite things I was involved with was when they made the mining moratorium law, which was, you had to approve a mining company. They made first they had a mining moratorium, and then it got eventually passed into a law where if a mining company wanted to open a mine in somewhere in the state, that they would have to prove that they had reclaimed one of the similar style anywhere in the world. And of course they couldn't do that. And so eventually here a few years ago the Republicans nullified it. But so my part in it was that they were, Spencer Black, who was in the state senate at the time, was one of those that put it up. But this Walter Zed I was talking about, he wrote a piece, an opinion, an op-ed piece about that, and comparing it to the Titanic, of not, watching where you're going, basically.
Ugh.
And so my editor guide person had me draw up a cartoon to go with that.
Oh.
So it was Walt's op-ed with my cartoon of Tommy Thompson on the Titanic heading straight for an iceberg. And they got it on the desk of every politician's desk that morning somehow mysteriously, and it passed by a few votes.
Wow.
And so it was like, that's my proudest
Wow.
political moment, was being a part of that. It was obviously a lot of people effort, but I was part of it. And
Yeah.
that made me very proud. But it broke my heart that then they annulled
Yeah.
it later. But
Well, we just have to keep trying. It sounds like you've been more influential than maybe you would ever dream behind the scenes with your artwork.
yeah, I guess so. And it's
Yeah.
and it's it's weird because there's these balances. You hope to be able to make a living and stuff, but
Yeah,
sometimes you just have to go, well, no, this is more important.
I think so.
And so that's kind of what. So I'm just barely scraping by monetarily, but I've been involved in all these things that were very important to me and
Right.
to the planet, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I'm very proud of you too, Bill, and I know you've made a lot of a difference, and you've really transformed your life from your humble beginnings and become quite a power in the world and a big picture person.
Well, thank you.
So thanks for all you've done and for talking with us today, and wish you the best, and thanks for the inspiration for a lot of other people that need some encouragement, especially at this time, to keep
Yeah,
the good fight
absolutely.
going.
Yeah, absolutely. I wish I was a better speaker. I would speak on it, but
You are
this helps.
fine. You're
So-
very fine.
So thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Bye.